Good morning, everybody. FSC Trucking. Well, like I just said, we're pulling into Chilton, Wisconsin, pick up a MB blower truck. Well, from what I understand, it's a blower truck going to Duluth, Minnesota. It's Saturday, and I'm running a little behind. It's like 8:45. They wanted me here like 7. I don't know how the hell I did it. I slept right through my damn alarm. Either that or it just never went off. I'm not really sure how I managed that. Usually I leave my phone in the living room because I get random emails and calls more often than you would think. So usually rely on Jen's cell phone. And usually it's kind of funny. Jen sets her alarm for me to get up. Even if she sets her alarm for her to wake up, it wakes me up. And I was planning on getting up at like literally 4. And I wake up and Jen's getting up. She's like, holy crap, it's 7:30. Like, I'm supposed to be at Chilton at 7. I'm like, all right. I literally just jumped up, threw my clothes on. I didn't even get a sip of coffee, nothing. Didn't get nothing to eat, absolutely nothing. So it might be a rough morning for me. Either way, we're here. Gotta hold them, let them know. I feel terrible. Although I slept good. That's the really crappy thing about it. I slept good finally. For the most part, I'm over this damn cold. I was editing video last night and I figured out where I got it from. I think, anyway. You never really do 100% know. But the guy that took that air fairing off that day cab Volvo, he was over there coughing pretty good too. So I probably got it from him. However, Jen was sick too, but she got sick before I got home. So whatever the hell been going around, it's been going around. And I'm definitely on the almost done with it side. Same with Jen, so I don't know. You never do know where, you get sick, where the hell it came from. Just the way it is. Either way, I feel absolutely friggin' terrible that I'm late getting here. So we made the quickest time as we could to get here without getting too stupid. Either way, there it is. We're here. If I had to guess, I'd guess it's that unit right there. me because they had a driver out test driving that big long unit that went past while I was putting the trailer back together. So that worked out okay. I'm just glad nobody was waiting for me, because that would have been real embarrassing, even worse than it already is. think what my overall battle plan is, since today's Saturday morning and we got to be in Duluth, Minnesota Monday at 10 o'clock, is I'm just basically going to go home, well, run to the shop, drop the trailer outside, put the truck inside, and then go home, get some video editing done and so on. And then tomorrow, I'll go to the shop and I'll change out the fuel filters because they're due. And then basically get going Sunday. Really all I got to do is just change the filters, so it's not a big deal. Get that done. And leave out Sunday night, get to Duluth, real close to it, and then make my drop Monday morning. That's the battle plan. Really not a lot of time to do a heck of a lot this weekend. My brain was basically thinking about, like I said, just getting caught up with editing. But there's some work I'd like to try to start getting done at the shop, and I think that'll be for tomorrow. Maybe later in the afternoon, I'm not sure. I know Jen goes to work at noon, so I think she'll be home later tonight, so I don't know. Like, for me, it's just easier to get editing done while I'm still reasonably fresh. That way frees me up tomorrow to do the fuel filters in Orwell, put them outside, and then work on other stuff. I want to try to start doing some work. Might not even film it, but try to get some work done regarding the Ford Cabover. I got to bring them differentials down that came out of the old Peterbilt 352 and get them ready to be rebuilt, sandblasted, painted, all that stuff. So, and then the frame, I have to place the frame still where it's going to be worked on once it's there, kind of a permanent thing. But I'm not 100% because, to be honest, I know where I want to do, where in the shop I want to do the work, but I don't really have the room. So it's kind of one of those, how do you dance around the frame and all of that work? So, yet to be determined. One of the things I've been looking into, and I'll probably do it sooner than later, is I was looking to get a forklift truck, because some of the stuff I need to do is going to get quite heavy. Dealing with the frame rails, dealing with engines, transmissions, even the fifth wheel. I have to make a new fifth wheel for the chapel trailer, the old chapel trailer. And when it's put together, it's going to be very heavy. So, forklift, I'm going to have to get me a forklift. So, that's one of the things coming up in the near future I'm going to have to get looking into. So, if anybody in the region got a cheap but reliable forklift, I know cheap and reliable don't necessarily go hand in hand, let me know. Might be something I'll be looking into here in the very near future. So as far as the weekend work goes, I'm really not 100% on what I want to do and what direction I'm going to do it, but I might film some of it, not really sure. It's such a short run, and with the exception of from here to my shop being at night, other than the unload, obviously. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this video interesting for you guys. A lot more planning goes into this than what you think. At least I try to plan, and then if the plan goes great, then great. If not, then not. It is what it is. Press on. Either way, work's been really good for me. The way I've been busy. which is good. Went out, like I said, last week, went to Denver and back, did a short run to Minnesota and back. Even brought a truck, had a backhaul on both sides, so certainly ain't complaining. When it comes to that, we're doing real well. That's where I get aggravated, like, man, we're leaving meat on the bone. I should have had a truck built by now, or had a truck bought by now. And I've been looking, I've been keeping an eye on stuff. I got a couple of things I've yet to handle. We're still in the catch-up phase, getting caught up on some issues from just stuff over the summer, stuff that came over from dealing with my parents, and the aftermath thereof. So it's just money and time. But we're gonna see Matt. The plan is gonna see Matt over Christmas, and then we're gonna run hard through New Year's. I don't know about you guys. I don't, like, quote, celebrate New Year's. It's like, I don't know, as far as driving goes, hanging out in the bars and whatnot, you know, that's amateur hour. You know, I mean, I got a bar at home, okay? I don't need to go to the bar to celebrate New Year's. And if I'm on the road for it, then whatever, I'll be in a truck stop, sleeping, editing video while everybody else is acting a fool. I'm just not a big thing of New Year's. Christmas used to be a big thing when I was young. Like, Christmas was like the most fun time of the year. And as an adult with children, when my sons were young, I tried my absolute best to make Christmas a fun holiday. But it just wasn't the same as how it was when I was a child. I feel like my children got robbed of that. But I'm looking forward to the future right now. I'm not trying to be all negative Nancy about how hard it was when my kids are coming up. And I'm certainly hoping that my sons make better choices than I have. But I'm excited for Matthew and Sean. And I know one day I'll have grandchildren, and maybe that's when I'll be able to get back into, like, the Christmas spirit, be like all happy and jovial about it, right? One day. But things are definitely improving. There's a lyric in a Kid Rock song where he says, I see the future and it's looking grim. Nah, not no more. I see positivity in my life right now. I just hope nothing tries to come and steal it. My uncle told me a couple years ago, my Uncle Jerry, my mom's brother, she got two brothers and a sister. There's an Aunt Anna, you gotta say it right, Aunt Anna. And then I got, in the birthday order, is my mom, Aunt Anna, Uncle Jerry, and Uncle Gerard. And Uncle Jerry told me, last time I talked to him, actually last time I seen him, back in Jersey, he was warning me about letting people steal my happiness. I didn't exactly take his advice. My mom and my dad, they stole happiness. They didn't mean to, but they did. My sister is absolutely a snake in the grass who will absolutely rob you blind of any happiness you might have had in life. She thinks she's religious, but I think she's more of a demon than a religious person, to be honest. It's so weird. She is not at all an angel. Frankly, I think she's mentally ill. I gotta remember what Uncle Jerry said to me about not letting nobody steal my happiness, and that's, you know, that's important. So I gotta think on that. I mean, I got Orwell, he's running good. Use a couple of things here and there, and we're going to start addressing that here in the future. But so far, I'm able to keep everything going good. Freight-wise, we've been busy enough to keep me moving. Even went to Denver and had a decent backhaul. So, I mean, really, how much can I cry about it? Of course, this is, quote, Christmas time. It's when it's busy, I suppose, or busier. I've seen some years where freight volume just drops like a rock after Christmas. They don't pick up again around March. I don't know, after the last 3-4 years, the way things have been working, just dealing with the after COVID effects, politics, economy, nothing has been normal since COVID. So it's been busy when it's supposed to have been slow. It's been slow when it's supposed to have been busy. It's hard to say. I believe it's a hustler's world, where if you are a hustler, meaning you get on your grind and you bust your ass and work hard, you'll make it. You just got to find another direction, and we've done that. It wasn't all that long ago. We were hauling that junk freight. Remember that load I picked up in Milwaukee? And a broker said it was like 30 feet of trailer, and it was damn near a whole trailer. You know, it was non-stop problems, and we were just grabbing whatever we could grab. And now it's like the log jam appears to have been broken, and now we're doing more of our normal freight again, and things are, I'm not gonna say back to normal, but I remember thinking like, oh my God, we're definitely effed, you know, and then things started improving. So I just think nowadays, if anybody tells you they know what's coming in the trucking industry, freight-wise, freight volume, rates, if they think they can predict the future, I got news for you. I don't think they know what they're talking about. They're just blowing smoke up your ass. It's a CV shop.
Yeah, that's the biggest part is following directions. Yes, but this is all real world. We don't care about no one's opinions or worthless garbage like that. It's all about the facts. All about the facts. Moving on.
I'm I'm guessing that's a CV shop selling striker antennas. That's what it sounded like to me anyway. Interesting. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, so ultimately I don't know what's coming. And I'm not going to pretend that I do. I'm going to, like Fritz Whitmire used to say, you make hay while the sun's shining. Well, that's what I'm going to do. And if it slows down, it slows down. We'll do what we got to do while it's slow. And we'll get it while we can get it. We're going to change up things soon. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to get some help at the shop. I think today, actually, I'm going to start going through my emails and start corresponding to those that did email me regarding a job working at my shop. So yeah, we're going to be hiring a mechanic full-time at the shop. If that's you, you don't need to know everything, just got to be willing to learn. If that's you, email me at festcheckshop@gmail.com. I forgot. I didn't. Kind of funny. So I ordered new wheels and tires for the Razor after West Virginia. I tend to drive the Razor when we're in Wisconsin in two-wheel drive, so you can kind of drift it a bunch. So there's no need to have it in four-wheel drive all the time on flat ground. Now in West Virginia, we were almost always in low range of the transmission, and we were almost always in four-wheel drive. So because we're typically in two-wheel drive, the rear tires are getting down a lot lower than the fronts. And then in West Virginia, I punctured the sidewall on one of my tires. I had one that was always a slow leaker, but now it's always leaking a lot quicker now. So the second day I had my Razor, second trip out, I flipped it, but I also rolled the bead on the, I think when I flipped it, I rolled the bead on my driver's side front tire, and it's always leaked. And I had them take the tire off the rim and reseat it, but it still leaks. They even put a new valve stem. So when we went to West Virginia, you know, you take it out in the morning, you just air up the tire a little bit. Now that Razor with the stock tires that are carnivores, you run 20 PSI in the backs and 10 in the fronts. You're not running a lot of tire. They're all-terrain, you know, off-road tires. So the sidewall's got a perforation in the side now, and now by the end of the day, it's just flat on the ground. So I ordered new tires. They're like what I had, but they're a little bit more grip to it. And I also got beadlock rims. I didn't want to do rims and tires again like I did when I got the sand paddle tires. But I didn't want to mess with going all the way out to Tennessee and not having a spare tire. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the factory powder coat black wheels and the factory carnivore tires as a spare set. So I'll carry one on the car, and the rest I'll keep at the shop or in the trailer, should we ever need them. a place went up for sale near me. But it just says land for sale. 57 some odd acres. I'm like, yikes. What's this for sale by owner? So it's one of those. What kind of deal is that, right? I have no idea what kind of price that would be. I wouldn't know what to do with so much land. Yeah, when my new wheels and tires come in, now I could have just put new tires on the original wheels, but I don't like not having bead locks. Matter of fact, speaking of bead locks, Sean sent me a picture. His wheels and tires for his Jeep came in. He got 35s now, and he bought 5 of them, and he put them on bead locks. So we'll see him into January. We'll have the Razor and he'll have the Jeep. We'll take you along for that ride. That should be some fun. I'm not sure. I don't want to like quote ask for a poll. So I guess leave a comment what you think. We're trying to expand a little bit more than just what I do on the truck. So I'm not trying to be like do a whole thing on just, you know, the Razor and Jeep, stuff like that. But just bring you out along with to see the kind of crap that we do. You know, when we're off duty, when we're not working. You know, what's life like when we're doing, you know, that type of thing, when we're out there off-roading and stuff. Just, I hope that what it does with you guys is that it motivates you guys to get into that game. You know, work hard, but play hard. You know, go get a toy. You don't have to buy a brand new Razor. You could go get, you know, they are used. The problem with used is they are pretty beaten down. I mean, although, I guess depends on who you buy it from. That's a whole other discussion. But you can buy them used and just know you're gonna have to put a little bit into them to make them your own. But some people buy them and they run the absolute dog piss out of them, and that's me. That's what I do. I run them till the wheels fall off. Like, I run them hard, meaning I don't like. Well, I guess I do abuse it, but I run them hard. Some people like to just go out in a trail and putt around. They don't need anything really fancy. So you can grab them used. The point is, get out and go do something. Look into travel trailers. You gotta have a big, huge 30-foot trailer, big fifth wheel. Go get a pop-up. Hell, go get a tent. Just go do something. We're starting to look into, me and Jen like the idea of going on overlanding trips. But I don't, right now I'm too deep in debt with vehicles to go buy another vehicle on credit. If I had the dually or the Razor paid off, I'd probably think about it. Jen likes the idea of getting a Jeep, but then again, Jen would be upset if I got the Jeep all dirty and messed up if it was her Jeep. So, I don't know. We'll see. Jen really likes the Grand Wagoneer, as do I. But that's a $104,000 SUV. So, no. So I'm taking like a square body 2500 4x4 Suburban. Or something like that. Maybe a square body Blazer, you know, big one, not the little ones. I would even think about dent side Bronco, but man, those are expensive now. One is go do something. Go have fun. Enjoy your life. Work hard, right? Especially if you're driving truck for a living. Good God.